Yahusha power, Yahusha power, Yahusha power, Yahusha power, Yahusha power, Yahusha power, Yahusha savior, savior, Yahusha power, power, Yahusha power, Yahusha power, Yahusha power, Yahusha power, Yahusha healer, Yahusha healer, Yahusha savior, Yahusha savior, Yahusha power, Yahusha power, Yahusha king, Yahusha king, Yahusha savior, Yahusha savior, power, Yahusha power, Yare Yahuah. Now, today, let us go to Colossians chapter 1, verse 15. Let us break it down. Because people do not understand what is Colossians chapter 1, 15, what it says. Let me read it. Then we will explain. Then people will understand what is going on here. Colossians chapter 1, verse 15. What does it say? It says, who is the image of invisible Allah? Who is the image of the invisible Yahuah? Mind you, when he said who is the image of invisible Allah, he's talking about Yahuah. He said that Yahusha, who is the image of invisible Yahuah, yeah, the firstborn of all creation. You see, two things to break down here. Two things to break down here. The first thing is, it says that Yahusha that came into the world, he said that Yahusha that you see, say Yahusha is the image of the invisible Yahuah. Remember, Yahusha said that Yahuah is Ruach. When you go to Yahuah chapter 4, he said Yahuah is Ruach. Now, he said Yahusha that we have seen. Remember, nobody have seen Yahuah at any time. Let us break this down. He said nobody has seen Yahuah at any time. That's what the scripture says. Now, it says Yahusha that you have seen is the image of the invisible Yahuah. You see the point? Invisible became visible. He's showing us now that this Yahusha that you have seen is the image of Yahuah. Image is what you see. Image is what you see. You see the point? So, invisible became visible. Invisible became visible. That's what Yahushua said. When you have seen him, you have seen Yahuah. This is the same thing Apostle Shaul is writing. You see the point? That Yahuah himself became visible in Yahusha. He came to deliver the whole world in Yahusha. You see, the Spirit took flesh. I'll give you an example now. When Yahuah created his messengers are they are Ruach, they are spirits. But when they come into the world, do they not take flesh? They took flesh that people can see. People can identify them, what they look like. This is why people that have seen Michael, Raphael, they know them. They know their names. What did Yahuah did first? Let's break the second part down. It says, the firstborn of all creation. Now, what does this one mean? The firstborn of all creation. What did Yahuah did? Yahuah, you see, his first creation was his image. The first creation of Yahuah is his image. That is Yahusha. This is his image. Because if you go to the book of Adam, because I'm going to do a long video about, I'm going to break it down the way nobody has ever break it down, then you will not have doubt that Yahuah is Yahusha in the flesh. I have so many verses in the scriptures. Unless those that, people that do not have the Ruach HaKodesh, they will not get it. It's not everybody that will get it. Because some people, what they do is just copy and paste. They don't fast and pray for Father to show them. They're just agreeing. So when people don't get it, don't worry about them. Until people realize that it's Yahuah himself that came, to deliver us. Now, like I said, it said the firstborn of all creation. What does it mean? Yahuah, which is Ruach, what did he do? This is his image that he made from the beginning. It's his creation. So from this Yahusha, that's why it says all things are created by him, for him. visible and invisible, of those in heaven, on earth. You see the point? Yahuah said he does not share his esteem with any. If Yahuah does not share his esteem with any, he said he created all these things by himself. So why does the scripture say all things came to be through him, by him, for him? For them to say that all things were created for Yahusha. Or when the scripture says the right hand of power. When you go to Shamayim, you don't have two thrones. It's only one throne. You don't have two kings in heaven. Only one throne. When I say, when Yahuah said my right, this is right hand of Yahuah is Yahusha. His right hand. This is his right hand. It doesn't mean that there's another Yahuah. There's another Yahusha somewhere. No. This is his own image. His image that he created is Yahusha. This is why he said he came to his people his own. They knew him not. So this verse now is talking about two things. That Yahusha is the visible image of the invisible Yahuah. You see the point? So Yahuah, you see, is Yahusha in the flesh. Now, are you doubting the power of Yahuah or what? Are you doubting his power? Yahuah can be anywhere. I give you an example Yahuah gave me also. Look at how many population do we have in the whole world. Look at the population we have in the whole world. Still, Yahuah knows what everyone is thinking at that minute. Just think of it. Yahuah knows what you are thinking. You can imagine how many billions. You know the animals, everything. Yahuah knows what is happening that moment. So now, is it too hard for him? Is it too hard for him to be here on earth? To be here on earth and not be in heaven? It's not hard. This is no big deal. It's no big deal for Yahuah. It's no big deal. For me, there's nothing Yahuah will do that will be big deal to him. All we have to do, we rejoice, say Yahuah. We give you thanks for your power. You get the point? So he can be anywhere. Now, when a king, like I said before, when a king goes to another country, like Yahuah gave us examples already with Nebuchadnezzar. When Nebuchadnezzar was cast away from his kingdom, he was in the forest with animals for 7 years. Did anybody took away his place? No. Did anyone took away his throne? No. Because Yahuah said when he come back after 7 years, he will take over his throne. Nobody, the laws were still going on. When a president goes to another country, his presidential seat, you see, his throne from the country where he is, it still goes on. So it doesn't mean when you go to another country, that means you have lose your power. No, you don't lose your power. When you go to another country, from there you are still making contact. The laws are still going on. The authority, everything is still going on. That's what the Father did. Did he not say that Yahusha, he emptied himself, came to be in the form of man, came to be as a servant? He said he emptied himself. He left his throne. That's what he's saying. If Yahusha is not Yahuah, why did Yahuah call Yahusha Almighty? Why did Yahuah call Yahusha Everlasting Father? When you go to Yeshayahu 9 verse 6, he will be called Everlasting Father. How many Everlasting Father do you have? People who have no Ruach HaKodesh, they are finding it very hard. It's too hard for them to believe. Oh, how can Yahusha be Yahuah? Go and fast and pray. The Father will show you. As it is written, without Ruach HaKodesh, no one can say that Yahuah is Yahusha in the flesh. I hope I explained this verse very well. Because people do not understand when it says, who is the image of the invisible Yahuah? They are telling you already that the Yahuah is invisible. This is his image. That's what he's saying. He said, then when he said, who is the image? Who is that person? Yahusha is the image of invisible Yahuah. So Yahuah declared himself in Yahusha. So this is what Yahuah look like. That's what he's saying. When you see Yahusha, that's what Yahuah look like. So what is it that you're arguing that you cannot understand? That's what he's saying. This is what Yahuah look like when you see Yahusha. He said the firstborn of all creation. Yahuah made his image in Yahusha. This is the first thing he created. He made his own image. He cannot see nothing else. That's why even when the time comes, when the time of the end of the world will come, he can never see any other thing than Yahusha. You cannot see any other thing. You cannot say, oh, I see Yahuah, or Yahuah is different. Yahuah. No, you cannot see. Even when you go to Acts of Apostles chapter 7, verse 59, when Stephen was being stoned to death, what does it say? It says Yahusha. You see? He didn't say Yahuah. He said Yahusha. Receive my work. Receive my spirit. Because these people have been with Yahusha. They knew who Yahusha is. They knew Yahusha is their Lord that took flesh and came. Because all scriptures is about Yahusha. Both old and new. Yada Yahuah. Shalom Yashua. This is all I want to declare today. We go on next time. Yada Yahuah. Shalom. In the name of Yahusha. Abba Yahuah. Abba. Yada Yahuah.